This nice muzzle is an ethanol molecule, or alcohol. A couple of carbon atoms, 6 hydrogen atoms, plus 1 oxygen atom. And before us is one of the most dangerous substances on Earth. Many scientists are convinced of this, so the British psychiatrist and pharmacologist David Nutt tested the danger of alcohol to humans through the method of multi-criteria decision analysis, or MCDA. And out of 100 possible points this substance scored as much as 72. And Amy Peacock, a researcher from the University of New South Wales in Sydney, claims that every 5th inhabitant of the planet at least once a month goes to parties with alcohol. What other substance can boast such popularity? But why so? Let's figure it out. What happens to your body when you drink an alcoholic cocktail? To begin with, the ethanol molecule is a flash mini molecule. Its super strength is simplicity and speed. Already with the first sip, ethanol begins to seep into the blood through microscopic vessels in the oral cavity. The molecule itself has a very simple structure, and this allows it to instantly overcome the membranes of your body's cells and quickly make a mess in them. As a result, you will be slightly intoxicated after 5 to 10 minutes. Having slipped into the oral cavity, this bully ends up in the stomach. If you have eaten at least a sandwich before, then the ethanol will linger there for a short time. And if not, it will whistle straight into the small intestine, so only 20% of the alcohol drunk gets into the blood through the walls of the stomach. The rest is absorbed further. Next, the ethanol molecule tends to the liver, the main chemical laboratory of your body. Here, with the help of the enzyme alcohol dehydrogenase, it turns into a toxic substance, acetaldehyde. Another enzyme, aldehyde dehydrogenase, then breaks down the toxic acetaldehyde into acetic acid, which your cells quickly convert into harmless water and carbon dioxide. And if your liver can boast of good health, then it will process up to 90% of alcohol. Well, cool. Not exactly. Firstly, acetaldehyde is a poison anyway, and every time you drink a glass, the liver is seriously damaged. And secondly, it processes ethanol very slowly. Your liver can neutralize only 10 grams of ethanol per hour, that is, a maximum of a mug of beer or a glass of something stronger. And while it works on this, everything else sends free swimming through your body in 10 minutes. And now imagine any party, a glass an hour? Who are you fooling? Ethanol begins to foul even in the blood vessels, bluing blood cells, red blood cells. As a result, the vessels are sealed with blood clots and blocks the access of oxygen to the organs and, first of all, to the brain. Speaking of the brain, getting there, ethanol makes a mess in the work of neurotransmitters that are responsible for emotional reactions and behavior. It is because of this that you are ashamed to remember the last corporate party or your graduation, if you remember anything at all. So alcohol turns on the main inhibitor of the brain gamma-aminobutyric acid to its fullest and stops the main causative agent glutamic acid. So you experience pleasant relaxation at low doses and fall asleep when you've had too much alcohol. Like many other similar substances, ethanol activates the production of dopamine and endorphin, causing euphoria and pleasure, and then hooking on them. And of course, ethanol almost immediately gets to the heart. It makes the motor work at increased power and dried blood filled with alcohol. The pulse rises, and blood pressure rises due to blood clots. In general, alcohol circulates in the circulatory system for about 5 to 7 hours. It reaches its maximum concentration in 60 to 90 minutes, and all this time your heart is in complete shock. And then you suddenly start running to the toilet. It's the kidneys that are straining, trying to expel toxins from your body. In addition, alcohol inhibits the production of the hormone vasopressin, which tells the kidneys to retain fluid. As a result, they work hard, and you run to the toilet. When your unfortunate liver still copes with the entire volume of alcohol you have drunk, you start to let go. How and when this happens depends on many factors: weight, gender, genetics, and of course lifestyle. So the hereditary ratio between the activity of the enzymes aldehyde dehydrogenase and alcohol dehydrogenase determines after how many glasses you fall face down in the salad. And genetic differences in the production of dopamine and endorphin may more actively push you to a glass. And if you don't have enough of them in your body, then alcohol gets every chance to become a frequent way to fill melancholy and make a fuss. But I don't drink like just a couple of sips in the evening to relax. Congratulations, it's already an addiction. In addition, it is a daily intake of poison on the body. And be prepared for the fact that soon, a couple of sips will not be enough. The habit of drinking with friends on weekends is also a serious blow to your body. Some 5 to 7 days are too short for him to fully recover from intoxication. But drinking something once a month is the norm? Nothing of the kind. Imagine that every month you have food poisoning, and every time your body needs to recover from this shock. In general, bro, there is no safe dose of alcohol, and 0 is the best degree for life. Like if you gain dopamine by jogging in the morning, ring the bell if you solve your problems without alcohol. Well, subscribe to the channel, and if you are much more pleasant to chat with friends over a cool game than over a glass of beer.